I'm Brandy Engler, a clinical psychologist and founder of Silverlake Psychology. I started Silverlake Psychology in 2016 after the success of my books, The Men on My Couch and The Women on My Couch. We had so many customers calling in wanting to become clients that I decided to start a small group practice and train therapists in my style of doing therapy. And that's how Silverlake Psychology was born. We've grown rapidly since 2016. We have close to 400 providers and over 40 people working on our admin team. When I started Silverlake Psychology, I was the intake coordinator during the day, and I would answer calls all day long and see patients at night. And what I learned from that experience really shaped the mission of the company moving forward. So I listened to patients all day long tell me that healthcare and getting mental health care was unaffordable and inaccessible. Providers were not taking insurance. Providers were not answering phones. And so I was so moved by the stories that I heard of people who are suffering and not able to access care that I decided this is going to be my mission moving forward. I'm going to make sure that I have affordable prices, that I take insurance, and make therapy more accessible and affordable to more people. Starting a private practice can be overwhelming. Knowing how to get your referrals, marketing, how to bill insurance, if you should even take insurance, setting customer service policies that are best practice. There's a lot of complications to the business of psychology that you don't learn in grad school. At Silverlake Psychology, we've had many years to perfect the administration of a psychology practice, and we're here to serve you by offering best practices for the admin side of mental health. We will take care of billing, insurance, credentialing. We take care of customer service, scheduling, marketing, and we have a huge team of super helpful people to get you started and launched in your own private practice. Hundreds of therapists have come through Silverlake Psychology and have gone on to start their own very successful private practices. The role of a group practice in the journey of many therapists' careers is to help get you launched and to get you started. And I understand that as a provider myself, that providers get isolated. Starting your own private practice by yourself somewhere in the community without a lot of peer support or a clinical supervisor can be very overwhelming, and it can lead to burnout. Here at Silverlake Psychology, we can offer you a peer support group. We can offer you free case consultations and customer service support always available to help you. You won't be isolated, and you'll be part of a community that really values professional development and learning. So when we go into grad school, we often get into the field of mental health because we're super excited to serve some population of people. And as we go through our training, we often end up in settings that disconnect us from our original purpose, and that's a great way to lead to burnout. Once you join a group, this is a blank slate opportunity for you to reconnect to your mission and purpose and basically customize the group experience to exactly the kind of clients that you want to see. We will do an intensive interview with you to find out what kind of clients you're passionate about working with, what style of therapy you really want to use, and we give you the space and freedom to do that kind of therapy, and we curate custom matches just for you. So Silverlake Psychology is not a patient mill. We really thoughtfully take the time to match the therapist and the client so that it's a fit both for the customer but also for you. It should feel like a fit for you too. And if we have happy therapists, then I know that we'll have happy patients and better outcomes in therapy. A lot of mental health groups out there these days are actually tech platforms owned and operated by bankers and investment groups. These are not groups that are run by providers. At Silverlake Psychology is a provider-led organization. We are looking out for providers' interests first, and that means that we're here to support you. Anything that you need, whether it's clinical or administrative, you're going to get a real person to talk to, and you're going to get a rapid response from us. We have a clinical director that provides ongoing supervision. We have a peer support group that provides you help if you feel stuck on a case, or if you get a crisis client and you feel like you don't know what to do, or you just feel nervous about it. You're going to have a real person to talk to that you can call and get guidance and support. We have a great group of therapists that do knowledge sharing classes where your peer experts share some of their best practices with you, so that we have a community of providers that are sharing with each other their knowledge and best practices, so that you're not alone out there and that you're engaged in an enriching environment. As a CEO, I really get the opportunity to pay attention to the bigger picture of what's going on in mental health. And as I look across the landscape, it's my job to figure out who we need to serve. I'm passionate about creating a professionally rich environment. We host annual classes in marriage counseling, sex therapy, EMDR training, and we even have classes in how to build a business, how to establish yourself an expert and build your brand. And we even have classes on boring things like taxes and how to build your website. So we really support providers in moving toward their own independence. I understand as a clinician myself that your ultimate dream is getting to your own private practice where you can build the most amount of wealth for yourself and have the most amount of freedom. So I support my fellow providers on that journey, and I'm here to share with you best practices, what we've learned as we've established and grown Silverlake Psychology. And you might ask why we would do such a thing, and I'm a big believer that if I behave in good faith to my colleagues and support them in their autonomy and in building their own private practice, that we'll have a lot of community friends out there that we can refer to and that will always remember us as well. I understand that one of the greatest challenges facing therapists today is burnout. So Silverlake Psychology is responding to that by offering therapists to have free meditation classes in-house with our own meditation teacher a couple of times a week, with meditations designed to help you let go at the end of the day and in the morning to get grounded and centered before you see your clients. We also allow our therapists to arrange their own schedule. Any hours you want to work, you can take breaks whenever you want so that you can follow your own natural rhythms and not get overly burnt out. And again, we offer a lot of support to our therapists, educationally, resources, so that you always have a support team around you.